Hi everyone, Kev from Basketball Victoria here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can enhance your registration form by adding registration supplements. The supplements I'm going to cover today are vouchers, custom fields, and family member discount. Now, with vouchers, you might be familiar with them when you do online shopping. At the point of checkout, you can put in a code to take a discount off your transaction. So you can do the same in PlayHQ. And you might do this for situations where a parent is also a coach of their child's team, and they get a discount off their registration. So I'll show you how you do this. So within your PlayHQ database, if you click on My Organization and Overview on the left, and click on Vouchers, you can create a voucher. Give the voucher a name. Now, I recommend that you name it in a way that makes sense to you 5 years down the track for reconciliation purposes. So you might want to say that the Smith uh, family parent who coaches in summer 25-26. The voucher value will be the amount you want to take off the fee for your organization. So that if you charge $200 for your registration fee for the child, you might give a $100 discount for any parents who coach, and the number of times this voucher can be used. So in this case, it's a very specific voucher, so I only want it to be used one time, and I'll activate it. Now, you might have a use case where you create a generic code, so you might call it parent who coaches 25-26, and you want to make that work, say 10 times, and you're going to issue the same code to multiple parents. So we could do that, and I'll run with that for this example. Just one thing to keep in mind though, the more times a code is used and the more it's shared around, there's every chance that it could get passed to the wrong person to use. So if you keep this number nice and tight, you reduce the chance of the code getting into the wrong hands. So if I save that, that's the code. If I copy that, I can send that to those who I want to have access to that to register with a discount. Now, next up is custom fields. So this is if you want to ask your participants a question over and above the standard demographic information that's being asked by PlayHQ. So commonly asked questions at club level might be what level of representative basketball you've played, or for new players, or asking all players what experience they've got, so that you can it gives you a bit of info so you can grade the player into a team accordingly. So if within your registration section of a competition season, you can hit the custom fields tab. So in this example, I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to be asking that basketball experience question. So what is your basketball experience? Now you've got two options. You can either do text box where they could type whatever they want, or you can provide a list of pre-selected options or predefined options for them to select from. So I'm going to go with that one. And never played before. I've played domestic before. Have played representative level before. And you can choose what role you want to ask this question of. So I only want to ask this of my players. And you can also choose what form you want this asked of. So as an association, you've got a choice of the participant the season form, the participant the team form. You've also got the choice to push this down to club registration forms. For clubs, you'd have a choice of participant to club or participant to club team. As an association, you can also choose whether or not you want your clubs to be able to view this information that you've asked. And in conditional field here, what it means is you could link one drop-down field to another drop-down field. So for example, I could do it where I'm going to create another field that's linked to this option. So for example, if they selected the have you played representative, if they've selected they've played representative basketball before, it could then bring up another question that says, what grade of representative basketball have you played before? So you save that, and then that question will be asked on the registration forms that you specified before. Now, the final supplement I want to talk to you about is family member discount. So this allows subsequent registrants from the same PlayHQ account to receive a fixed percentage off their registration to the same competition season. So I'm in the registration section of a competition season, and I will click on the association tab and scroll down the bottom to family member discount. So if I set up that discount, and I might set it to 10%. So for example, if my registration fee is $100, the first person registering to my organization, now note it has to be to the same organization. So for example, if I'm registering to two different clubs at the same association, this does not apply. It only applies to the immediate organization that you're registering to. So if my fee is $100, the first person on this account who registers to this competition season will pay $100. The second person will pay $90. The third person will pay $90. The fourth person will pay $90. And if I save that, it will automatically calculate at the point of checkout for all subsequent registrants. So that's registration supplements. If you need assistance with anything PlayHQ related, as always, please visit support.playhq.com, scroll down a bit and hit the contact us button.